friends, it is SS Coulter, author of the Fassa Tails, and today we are going to be doing activity number 5 from the third book in the series, ROWLF. Now, with the first 4 activities of this story, we barked the name of the title, so I want to do that again. I have a feeling that your bark is getting so good and so loud that your neighbors think you have a new dog. So let's do it on the count of 3. I'll count down from 3. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Your neighbors are going, they have a new loud dog. Okay, before we do anything else, I would like you to go ask an adult if you have permission to be online with me today, and then we will get started. All right, now that we have permission to be online, let's get started with today's activity. It is called Practice Makes Perfect. Or if you can roll your R's like this, can you do that with me? We can say perfect. That is good. Okay, so whether you have the electronic copy of the book or the paper copy, it is found on page 55. There it is. Practice makes perfect. All right, let's get started with what you need. It says you need a basket, for example, a cleaning bucket or a garbage can. Number 2, plastic cup. And number 3, soft ball. For example, crumpled up scrap paper, Nerf ball, or rolled up sock. So let's go through these materials again. So with what you need, it says you need a basket. If you don't have a basket, we're going to be shooting baskets. So if you don't have a basket, you can get, it says a cleaning bucket, a garbage can. So what I did is I went and got 2 different garbage cans. There's the one behind me that you can see right there. Now that one's kind of big because I want to start by practicing with something big and get better. When you get the garbage cans, ask your mom and dad, your babysitter, whoever is with you, what garbage cans are okay to get. I don't want you to grab dirty ones and bring them into your house. So that's an old garbage can, but it's not dirty. I also grabbed this garbage can, which is smaller, and I will use that after I get good at shooting baskets in that garbage can. So grab a bunch of garbage cans, ask which ones are okay to use, and make sure that they are clean. We don't want dirty ones. All right. The second thing you need is a plastic cup. I, again, grabbed 2 different ones because I'm going to practice at getting better at shooting. So the first cup I got is this plastic cup, okay? This is a pretty big cup. Hopefully I can make my baskets into it. And then I got this plastic cup, which is smaller. And if you are more daring than I am, you can get an even smaller one. You do what you think you can. Okay, now the third item we need, it says soft ball. This does not mean a softball. Like if you go to a baseball game or a softball game, no. Those are pretty hard. I don't know if you've ever touched one. They are hard. We don't want to use hard balls in our house because I don't want you to knock over your dad's water or your mom's lemonade or your grandpa's iced tea. That would be really bad. So I want you to get a soft ball. And it says, for example, crumpled up scrap paper, a Nerf ball, a rolled up sock. So let me show you what I got. I got this sock that I had. Look at it. Isn't that cute? It's got a little dog on it. So I thought that was perfect. So I'm going to take these 2 and I'm going to roll them up like that. See? It's a soft ball. I also grabbed a ping pong ball. Ping pong. That's fun to say. And a koosh ball. Have you ever seen one of these? These are from when I was little. So if you haven't seen one of these, ask your mom or dad or grandma and grandpa about these. These are super fun. And then I also grabbed some scrap paper. So I have the scrap paper left over from other activities we did together. So I am going to make these into a ball. I'm going to do a couple of them. Do one super small like this. And then one I'll crumble less. Okay? Because I'm going to see how good I am at making baskets. So now that you've seen examples of all this stuff, I am going to give you 2 minutes on the timer to go and get the materials for this activity. Okay, and if you need more time, hit pause. So here we go. Everyone go get your materials. All right, now that we have our baskets and cups and softballs all gathered, let's get started with the summary. It says, Rocky and Fassa practiced their amazing adventuring skills in Rocky's yard so they'd be ready for a big adventure. Practice like Rocky and Fassa so you can get better and better. The directions say, if you want to get better at something, you have to practice. Practice your coordination skills by setting up your own basket challenge. Now, first off, what does coordination mean? Coordination means that your muscles are working together to get something done. So our muscles are going to work together to shoot baskets. So we are going to be practicing our coordination skills by setting up our own basket challenge. Number 1 says set up a basket, bucket, or garbage can in an open space. Get something soft, crumpled up scrap paper, Nerf ball, rolled up sock for a ball. Number 2 says try to toss the ball into the basket. Stand farther away and try it again. See how far back you can get. Number 3, then make it even harder by trying to toss the ball into a plastic cup. And then number 4 says keep practicing to see just how far back you can get. The more you practice, the better and better your skills will be. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and set up my baskets and my plastic cups and show you how to do this. Okay, I've gathered up all of the balls that I got, and here is why. Because I'm going to try shooting all of these into the baskets and the plastic cups. Maybe not this one, look. That will not fit. But this might be easier for me than the koosh ball or the scrap paper. I'm going to keep practicing and practicing. So I'd like you to grab as much stuff as possible and then practice and see what is better for you. You're also going to practice different ways of throwing. This is all about practice making perfect. So I have all these different balls, and then I have my garbage can, that big one back there, and my 2 cups. So let's go set this up. All right. So I have my big garbage can. I've got my little cups, and I've got my little garbage can here. So I'm going to start right here. Ready? Ta-da! This is pretty easy from right here, but I'm making myself feel good. I'm getting a ball in. Ta-da! Okay. Let's see how well I do from back here. I'll try all these again. There's the ping pong ball. Yes. The scrap paper. The bigger scrap paper. Ooh. That was harder because it was bigger, so it doesn't go as far. The koosh ball. No, I overthrew it. The socks. Okay. Ta-da! Since I'm just showing you how to do this, I'm just going to do a few more things so you don't have to watch me for so long. I'm going to try it in the littler basket. So let's see. Koosh ball. Yes. Ping pong ball. Overthrew it. I got to practice. Socks and scrap paper. I missed it. Oh, I really need practice. Okay. Now I'm going to move on to the cups. I'm going really fast, guys, because I'm just showing you. I want you to take time, and I want you to try all sorts of stuff. And if you make it like that, I want you to go as far back as possible to see if you can get this stuff in. But let me try to get this koosh ball into that cup. It's almost as big as the cup. Ready? Oh, I knocked over the cup. That might not be the right material for that. I'll try the ping pong ball. No! I can try it again. Okay, this is too big. I'll try this piece of scrap paper into the little cup. Oh my gosh. Yes. Okay, so you're just going to keep trying, but what I want you to do eventually, we'll take these, is I want you to go further and further back and see how far you can do it. And if you are really good at tossing underhand, try throwing overhand. You can get creative and throw it behind your back. You could do this for so long. Look, I'm going to go outside the room and see if I can do it. I'm way out here. Here I go. Here comes the ball. And no! Anyway, that's how you do it. So I am going to put 10 minutes on the timer, but I think we should spend an hour doing this because you could do all sorts of different things. And I am going to put this on here, 10 minutes. We'll at least start with that. And you guys go off and have so much fun doing this. Become absolutely perfect at making baskets. Hey guys, we're back. Did you have an awesome time shooting baskets? I did. So check it out. I lined my baskets up in a row behind me for the extra challenge. Let me read that to you now. It says, have a competition with another person. Whoever gets the farthest back wins. So find someone in your house to have a competition with. And this says whoever gets the farthest back wins. But like I did, you can come up with all sorts of challenges you want to do. So I set mine up in a line behind me, but you can do things like who can shoot the basket behind their head, or you can stand like this and shoot it like that. You and the person you're challenging come up with all sorts of ways to challenge each other and have an awesome time doing this. Welcome back. I hope you and the person you challenged had an awesome time together. Let's move on now to the things to talk about. Please remember to find someone to talk to about these things since we can't talk with the screen in the way. All right, here we go. Number 1 says, did it get easier to make a basket after you practiced a few times? It did for me. Number 2 says, when you practiced, did you find out different ways to shoot the ball to make it easier to make the basket? Number 3 says, did it feel good to get better? Number 4 says, what else can you practice so you can get better? And number 5 says, adults, talk about some things you've practiced in your life. Share an experience where you practice hard to develop a skill and how good it felt once you finally developed the skill. So that's important to know. Everybody, kids, teenagers, adults, your mom and dad, your grandparents, everybody needs to practice things. That is how we get better. So there is nothing wrong with having to practice. It's actually a wonderful thing to do, and you should be proud of yourself for doing it. So we have come to the end of this activity. If there is anything you want to tell me about the activity, if you want to tell me how far you got away from the basket, tell me the challenges you came up with the person you challenged, I would love to hear about it because it would give me ideas of new ways to play and things to do. So you can ask an adult to look in the description of this video. I have my Facebook group there and my email address, and they can send me your ideas if you would like. Now, until we meet again, I want you to remember that you are awesome. Your imagination is awesome. I think you are perfect. And I want you to have fun.